Well, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to our midday live broadcast. Let me close some screens and take a look and see who's here. So Sheila says the Sales Navigator is not allowing me to see many contacts. We can check it out. Now, and I see we have a couple of new people here. So first, let me welcome all of my friends that are watching this on Facebook, LinkedIn, as well as on my YouTube channel. And of course, the folks that are participating in this Zoom session. Today, and for the rest of the month, we're going to be talking about how you can turn on an instant flood of new business on LinkedIn, on Facebook. And all you need to do it is to have a profile. That's it, a profile. You don't need a funnel. You don't need capture pages. You don't need a blog. None of that. Just a profile. Now, for immediate enrollments on LinkedIn specifically, there are people that want to talk to you right now. Professionals. People who have lost their jobs, people who are in the process of losing their jobs. And connecting with these people is as easy as reaching into a bowl of candy, pulling out a green M&M or a yellow M&M, knowing who is in your target audience and understanding who you want to talk to, and then knowing who wants to talk to you will increase the number of people you'll enroll in your business. So let me ask you, with easy free access to 970 million people, who do you want to talk to? What kind of person, what kind of professional do you want to talk to? So while you're thinking of the answer, let me pop over here, jump over to LinkedIn. And let me scroll up. And let's look at Carl. And Carl, we've been connected since 2012. You know, but we've never talked. Isn't that amazing? Never talked. Let me unmute Carl. You know, it's been years since I worked with people in Watkins. Good afternoon, Carl. You still, is this pretty accurate, pretty current?
Hi, Max. What was that?
I said, is the information here, you're still working with Watkins?
Well, actually, I just started.
Really? Let me see. Oh, look at this. Yeah, July. So we've been connected since 2012. What were you doing before?
Well, I've been in and out of excuse me. I was in and out of network marketing, mainly working a full-time job that had a whole lot of responsibilities, and so wasn't spending a lot of time doing really a whole lot in network marketing.
Mhm. What was your full-time job?
Communications technician.
Okay. Well, you know, I think I held my first LinkedIn boot camp in 2010, and they had 90 million users. Today, they've got 970 million users. Microsoft bought them in 2016, and they've turned it into Facebook for professionals. So it's easier today than ever before to connect with people. Now, the thing is, what you don't want to do is talk about the business that you're in, especially when it comes down to direct sales or network marketing, primarily because a lot of people in your company are blatantly reaching out to people, pitching, you know, what they have. For example, God, it's been years. You're pretty much, who would your ideal prospect be? Somebody in the construction business, right? Carl, can you hear me?
Oh, yes. Sorry about that.
That's right. So your primary customer would be somebody in construction, the building business, right? Or who, let me ask you, who in your mind, maybe they've changed, maybe they've added some things since the last time I worked with anybody that worked with Watkins. So who is your ideal customer? Yeah.
Customer wise, I would say anybody that, is, I'm sure you know, with Watkins, it's primarily spices, cooking, uh, ingredients for cooking, soaps and stuff like that. So that could be, in my mind, it could be anybody really.
You know, you know, I thought of a different Watkins, or unless maybe Watkins has changed. Okay, so anybody. Now, you got 970 million people to talk to. So to narrow those parameters down so that every day you could be talking to people that you knew in advance needed what you market and sell. So if we go up here and we did a search for professionals that are looking for opportunities. Keep in mind, 970 million people.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah, it is. It's more than you'll ever talk to. Whoops, what's going on here? So no results. Edit the search. Now, LinkedIn is overwhelmed. They have never gone as fast. So if we click on people here, there are 2,200,000 people that are on LinkedIn right now that are looking for an opportunity. Now, for those of you, my students that have been here over the last few months, when we used to do this search, there were 1.8 million, 1.9 million. The numbers are growing. So you have easy access. These are people, they're here for a reason. Now, we could filter that down. We could say, you know what, I just want to talk to people in the United States, maybe Canada. So in the United States and Canada, you have 842,000. Now, do you think that out of these 840,000 people, do you think you'd be able to bring 10 of them into your business?
Well, I would certainly think so.
Absolutely. Well, you got to, but see, you have to be talking to the right people. Now, for example, this is a person here that's open to new opportunities, and she's making it easy because she's got a frame around her picture, open to new opportunities. Now, you scroll down here a little bit, and you can see who's following her. And what that tells you is her settings are off, which is a good thing to know. Come down here. AI content manager and prompt engineer. So it looks like she started a new job. And search engine optimization. So you know enough about this person to know whether or not she would fit the parameters of what you're looking for. All right. Now, let me look.
And Max, we're talking customer wise. What about people interested in building a business?
Well, actually, I'm glad you brought that up because I'm more interested in helping you find people that are looking for business, not customers. Your business will grow faster, okay, if you're talking to somebody that's looking for business opportunity. So let's come back over here, and I have a number of folks here that are working with Isagenix. Okay. Now, Isagenix is a company that when they first started years ago, they were the cleansing company. And they had a nutritional cleanse, and they've expanded into weight up shakes and other products. And they are very popular with people that are into fitness, personal trainers, fitness instructors. So if we came up here and we were looking for opportunities in the United States and Canada, you got 842 million people, 840,000 people. All right, so we come up here. People engaged in fitness. You got 1,100. 1,100 people that are looking for an opportunity. All right, let's take the first one. Open up his profile. So management and operations, focus looking for new opportunities. He's open for work. You come down here. "12 years customer service, 9 years in sales and customer service, 9 years of employee training and development." Come down here. So right now he is a restaurant manager at Chicken and Pickle. Before that, he was an assistant manager at Jason's Deli. Eight years at a cafe. So you look at all the things that this man has done. And for a year, he worked at Planet Fitness, which is the reason he's coming up. But right now, he's looking for a job. Would he be the best candidate for your business? See, you want to bring somebody into your business that will appreciate what you're doing and that has a large circle of influence. So as when they get in immediately, they know lots of people. So here is Rodrigo. And if we just look past gym owner at Anytime Fitness. Looking for new opportunities. So he's been the market, looks like he just got a job, marketing director in Brazil. Co-founder and partner of another kind of a business. Owned a gym. So he's got a varied background. Now, there are a series of questions you would want to ask somebody like this. But if you wanted to hone in specifically and connect with people that you knew in advance, would be interested in what you're doing, it's easier than you think. So instead of looking for opportunity in fitness, let's look for personal trainers. You got 3,900 people that are interested in looking for an opportunity. Let's look at that. Now, this one here is out of your network. So can't talk to her. This person's a personal trainer manager looking for a job. Look at this one. Now, so he just got a job in August. All right. Maybe he forgot to take off the open to work frame. But there are going to be people. And what we have to do is you just have to filter down to the people that would clearly be interested, that know a lot of people. So let's do this. Let's look for gym owners. You got 193 gym owners. You came back up again. So here is a former gym owner and a personal trainer looking for a change. Vacation rental, pro, gym owner. You bring a gym owner into your business, they know a lot of people. They know other gym owners. They know a lot of personal trainers. So reaching out to people in the first place is relatively simple. We can see who they are. Now, so you make the connection. And let me jump out of my account. And let me go into Sheila. Let me unmute Sheila. So Sheila, you're saying that Sales Navigator is not working for you?
They're saying that I have to re-up it for $100 a month. Strange, huh?
Well, no,
Okay.
no. So let's go over here and
Okay.
let's look for. Looking for opportunities.
Hmm.
And let's do
Gym owners is fine.
okay. Gym owners.
Mhm.
So we hit the enter key. We go to people. So we got the same number, same people are coming up
Okay.
right now. So okay, so here's what they're doing.
Uh-huh.
You had a free subscription,
Hmm.
and at the end of 30 days, you either re-up, in which case you have to pay for it, or that's the reason why Sales Navigator is not coming up anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Now you'll also notice if you come down here,
Mm-hmm.
they're limiting your visibility of other people because actually they only let you search free searches for 300. They let you do 300 searches a month.
Right.
Then they cut you off. But we have figured out a way to circumvent that. So if we come down here to the bottom,
Yeah. I knew the trick and it didn't seem to be working.
Well, I guess what you have to do. Remember, it's gonna recycle, so every 30 days. They're gonna let you do some more searches,
Right.
and then. When you use up your 300, you're gonna get this. Now, you might try. See if we refresh the page.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Duh.
Okay, well, you don't know, so let's come down here.
Still no. Mm-mm.
But, right, so, right, because you get 10 on a page.
Right.
And what you can do is, you come down here, you just come down here to one of the other pages. And, you could do it that way, but
I'm not seeing other pages here. I don't know. I don't think I understand.
no,
I understand.
well, you're not seeing other pages because
Yeah,
they're not showing them to you.
right.
Okay, now, for example, I'm gonna go back into my account. Now, do you have to use Sales Navigator? Well, LinkedIn has made some changes. And remember, the thing that you're looking for is you're looking for activity. Sales Navigator has a feature that will let you know who's posted in the last 30 days, which is an activity. If I came up here and did a search, and let's go back. It's a bigger universe.
Okay.
Fitness instructor.
Hmm.
So we hit the enter key. And then we click on people.
Mhm.
So there's 2,500 fitness instructors that are looking for an opportunity. Scroll down to the bottom,
Yeah, I know.
you get 10 on a page. Now, after they turn you off because your subscription has expired, when did this happen to you?
Just the last couple of days.
Okay, all right. So what you can do is a couple more, just check it every day and see.
When they open it up again.
Well, you'll certainly be able to do this, but the power of all of this. And so now if we go over to Sales Navigator,
Hmm.
so there's 2,500 people, fitness instructors. Now we go over to Sales Navigator. Sales Navigator offers. Now notice over here, I've got 7,500. Here, we had 2,500. There's an extra 5,000 over here. Why? Because LinkedIn Sales Navigator digs deeper into the profile. All right. However, and what we can do is we can see now, I don't know why it's showing people in the Army. Let's get rid of that.
Crazy.
All right. And function. See, LinkedIn's loading this stuff up. I didn't put this in there. Now, one of the things that you're really going to like about Sales Navigator all right, is let's look at all the filters. So we can come down here and we could look for Posted on LinkedIn in the last 30 days. You got 1,000 people. We told everybody, see, but what's happening is we have to turn it on. All right. So now that we turned it on, we don't care whether they've been in the news. But another thing that you can do, which is unique specifically, we got to get rid of this. The other feature, we'll come down to geography. What's your zip code?
85259.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come down here to the zip code. And
85259.
so now you could search for people within 5 miles of where you are.
Mhm.
There's 3 people.
Hmm.
Go back. Boy, I don't like some of the changes they've made, and at the end of the day, it's all about one thing.
Connecting with people.
Oh, yeah, it is, but you know, like it or not, we have to live with what they give us. So if we come back over here for geography,
Of course.
they gave us five miles.
Well, Maricopa County is very big.
Okay, right. So that's a bigger area.
Mhm.
But the other thing that we could do is we could, if we do it by zip code, they gave you 5 miles.
Right.
You could do 10 miles, we could do 15 miles, we could do 20 miles, we could do up to 100 miles. But they've moved things around. All right, so I'm looking at this now. I'm looking at this now for the first time.
Gotcha.
Your issue is you use up the free time. Now you have to go back and see if we do it this way. But you only get to do it 330 times, 300 times a month.
Mhm.
But now what LinkedIn has done, so here's a fitness instructor. Okay, now you bring up her profile and looking for people that posted, that shows activity.
Right.
All right, but now what they've done is you come down here to activity. See, she started this job in 2014. We have no idea how active she is.
Mhm.
All right, we come over here to all activity.
Mhm.
Well, she hasn't posted. This is the reason why you wanted Sales Navigator, because you could pick out the people that posted. But now what they've done is they've added comments. So she made a comment about this a year ago.
Mhm.
This is new. And the last time she made a comment was a year ago, not the most active person. Let's go over here to reactions.
Exactly.
11 months ago. So she clearly is not
Exactly.
the most active person in the world. And my God, you've got so many other people to choose from. You don't need this,
Exactly.
all right?
Mhm.
So you got two choices. You can either
Yes.
A, wait until the 30-day show pops in, and then you'll start to be able to see them again.
Right.
Or, yeah, it's gonna cost you $99
Or bite the bullet. Right. Got it.
for sales navigator.
Got it.
Those are your options.
Got
But
it.
yeah, so, but let me share this with all of you, because you have to understand that making the connection is the first part. After you've made the connection, it comes down to conversation, talking to people. Now, if I pop over here and let me go to boot camp, and let me bring up our scripts book, because I got two examples here for you. You could either talk to somebody that you know in advance has a need. You're looking for an opportunity. It's clear, it's in their profile. Or you can talk to somebody that doesn't have an obvious need, but you know, based on what they do, that they would at some point in time have been involved with a network marketing company. Example, show me a nurse that's been in nursing for more than 10 years. Show me a school teacher. And maybe they're not showing on their profile that they are looking for an opportunity. But in a casual conversation with anybody, you could say, you know, most of the school teachers that I work with on LinkedIn that have been in education for as long as you have all gotten involved in a network marketing company to generate an additional stream of income. What experience have you had with network marketing? We're not trying to sell anything. We're just trying to learn about the other person. Either the same thing with fitness instructors, personal instructors. We have in here, in our scripts book, we have some case studies. And I've got two that are right on the subject. So I'll demonstrate how it works. I'm gonna say 2000 and maybe 16, 2017, Isogenics was expanding to the UK. And so you could pop over here on LinkedIn. And here, you didn't care whether they were looking for an opportunity or not. You could just come up here and do personal trainer, $645,000. Go over here to location, pop in the UK. And so there's 65,000 personal trainer. Now we could do the same search for fitness instructor. You got 65,000 personal trainers. Fitness instructor. Got another 28,000. That's 93,000 people in a very, very unique niche. And so the strategy obviously was your company is expanding to the UK. And we're looking for fitness professionals that are interested in helping us introduce the products, launch the products, get in on the ground floor, blah, blah, blah. Now, if they had network marketing experience prior, even if they were in another network marketing company, and that was almost better, because anybody that was in a network marketing company at the time recognized the attractiveness of helping to launch an established company in a new country. You get in on the ground floor, right? So I've helped 60 people in Isogenics become $1 million earners. This was one of the strategies, that they used. And some of the ones that were already $1 million earners actually hired virtual assistants to go in there, and they literally sent a connection request to everybody on LinkedIn that was a personal trainer or was in fitness. Most of them sent those messages out, got connected, but never talked to them. So just because somebody's connected to somebody in your business doesn't mean anything. All right, now, come over here to the scripts. So one of my students was, again, following the scripts, reached out to a personal trainer. What do you do? I'm a fitness instructor, personal trainer. What do you do? So now it comes down to conversation. All right. The black is my student. The red is the question. We always want to end our messages with a question. You ask somebody what they do, they're going to come back and ask you what you do. If you know in advance who you're looking for, just makes the whole process easy. All right. So how long have you been a fitness instructor? Well, I've been a personal trainer for under 2 years. I was an engineer for the last 10. This conversation. Why'd you switch? Now, she's a coaching student and she really had the basics down. So the only time she ever needed me, once you understand the basics, was what do you do when you run into a situation that you're not familiar with? This was the case here. Why'd you switch? Long hours, my health was going down. So she basically goes through the process. How are money and social life now? Beautiful, I'm making money. So when you ask somebody what they do, they're going to come back and ask what you do. So she said, I was a music teacher for years and recently retired because of my internet business. So now he wants to know, what's the internet business? I have a network marketing business. Which network marketing company do you work with? She made the assumption, because most people in fitness, personal trainers, were engaged with a network marketing company. So it turned out he wasn't. He didn't understand internet business. So he has a way, he's Facebook and YouTube. So he's selling online training. Well, now she comes back and says, well, would you be interested in making some extra income? Many of the fitness instructors I work with are making extra money to support their training business. So he writes back, tell me more, please let me know. How? What is your experience with network marketing? None. And again, we clarify it. When I use the term network marketing, I'm referring to companies like Amway, Herbalife. Would you be open to looking at learning more about the company I'm working with? She says, yes. So she goes in and shares her business. She had a phenomenal before and after picture. All of this was perfect. And then he comes back and he says, thank you, it's not for me. This is one of the things we covered in the boot camp session on connecting with people. No, communicating with people. Because there's two reasons that people get rejected. One, thank you, it's not for me. But sometimes we know it is for you. So I got this text at 6 o'clock in the morning. I jumped on. And then once I wrote back to this person, what I wrote here, which is now a script for all of my students, was something that every time it came up again, she was able to use it. So Your message surprised me. Most of the personal trainers that have been in the business for 5 or more years have all found network marketing companies with products they could recommend to their clients with enthusiasm to generate an additional income stream. So if you don't have an extra income stream coming in, you only make money when you're training others. Personal trainers use network marketing to subsidize your growing training business or use the extra income to give them time off for training. So if you're shy, if you don't know what to say, if you don't know how to sell, we're going to give you scripts and we're going to teach you how to do that in boot camp. Now, if you can't get excited about my company, I suggest that you find a network marketing with products you can be passionate about, then find someone in the company you can work with that's successful and start working with them. You're not the first entrepreneurial personal trainer that I work with that discovered building an online clientele does not produce residual income. All it does is keep you in front of a monitor instead of being face-to-face with your clients. Best of luck in your new career. Let's stay in touch. And then he comes back and he tells her why he wasn't such a hurry. I'm just not good at networking. And all we had to do is address that. You don't have to be good at networking to be successful in network marketing or in my business. And you've already been successful at getting online clients and real-time clients because you're passionate about what you do and people must like you. Your enthusiasm for what you do comes across online. To be successful in network marketing today is a team effort. It also involves constant personal growth as we learn new things. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. I assure you that it wouldn't take any time at all to become comfortable at making connections with people on LinkedIn that you genuinely like and who like you. That's all that networking is. The most successful personal trainers all have to develop networking skills or they wouldn't be very successful as trainers. People are on here for a reason. They want to meet people. They want to talk to people. You have to show them, if they don't get it, why they need what you have. So we accomplished 2 things here. Working together, I would help you develop the networking skills that you think you need. And then we said in parentheses, I'm not sure that you need much help with this, and become very successful in network marketing. Naturally, you're also using these same skills to increase the size of your online personal training business. And then we gave a motivating image, the 3 C's of life. You must make a choice to take a chance or your life will never change. And then if you'd like to explore the possibilities, I'd be delighted to help you and introduce you to some of the other personal trainers I work with that have become 6- and 7-figure earners. All right. And then what happened was, boom, they scheduled a call and she bought the biggest package. He bought the biggest package. Why? Because we showed him that we showed him the benefit. And so that's what you have to do. That is going to separate the successful networkers from the people that don't, that are not successful. Now, let me pop back over here. So first and foremost, you have to know clearly who you're looking for. And then once you do, it all comes down to conversation. So how would you feel if you knew in advance that the people you were talking to needed and wondered what you're selling so you'd never be rejected when you told them about your business? That's how you're going to feel. You're going to love it. Because you literally going in know that these people need what you have. How would you feel if you could close 80% of the people that you talk to about your business? And again, we're not looking for people that are out of work that want jobs. We're looking for people that want their own business. Imagine getting up every morning, go to your mailbox, and see messages from people that are finally interested in the business. So you know in advance by the contents of visible daily activity on someone's profile that they could be a perfect prospect for what you're selling. Qualify them during a casual conversation. You're going to sell to more people and you're going to build your business faster. You can close 80 to 90% of the people you talk to. Follow my scripts. Learn about the other person. You only want to talk to qualified prospects. How do you know? Well, the secret to connecting with the right people is the contents of their profile, their visible activity, and their answers to your questions. Now, let me pop over here. Now, I love success stories. All right. Now, let me come back over here. And so let me bring up the woman. All right. So this is the person that had the conversation. Now, she called in after she just finished signing up. There's another example in the scripts book about someone that didn't have a need. But he had a track record and a history in sales and building teams. And so this was the conversation. So she brings up he sells for T-Mobile. What do you like about it? People. Investing time and energy to making people better, realize their potential. I enjoy that. So once you know what someone likes about their work, or you do the same thing. That's what I do. Would you like to know what I'm doing? It says, I've been approached by many people. Everything from makeup to CBD or Primerica. What do you have? I'm not opposed to hearing about it. Let me know. Maybe it's something I would enjoy and be passionate about. Okay, no need. And the response here was what she needed to fill in that one missing piece. I'm not surprised that other people are approaching you with your proven track record of working with people, helping them become passionate about their work and building teams. You'd be very successful in any network marketing company you work with. You hit the nail on the head with your comment about being passionate about the product, because that's the key to being successful in this kind of business. So, as I'm sure you're aware, there are thousands of companies out there with all kinds of products and services. I'm working with a company called Isogenics. Was initially a customer of their products. As a result, I lost almost 40 pounds, increased my stamina for working out, and have never been healthy. As a result of my experience with the products, I naturally got excited about the income opportunity that comes with building a team of motivated and ambitious people who want an unlimited opportunity to earn as much money as they want. Now, you could use this over and over and over again. Now, I'm launching a project to work with 3 people that have your level of team building experience and help them go to the top of the company fast. And I'd be delighted to share the details of how we would be working together to make it happen for you. Finishing up with perhaps. And I remember when I typed this, she went wild. Okay. She said, man, that's pretty gutsy. Perhaps this is the time in your life to stop making the mobile carriers you work for rich. Start building your own team of motivated entrepreneurs and help them all become rich, building their own business. I'm confident you'd enjoy working with me. Would you be interested in learning the details of how we'd work together? And he didn't sign up right away. It took a couple of weeks. But during that time, the lag time, she's posting. All right. Little chat. And the morning that she signed him up in the business, she called into our Ask Max session. And she shared her experience with everybody, and I'm going to share it with you.
Hey, Max, how's it going?
Hey, Laura, things are going really, really well. How are things going with you?
Good. I know I always have you on in the background. You're like my little motivation, and then if I get stuck, I can pop over and say, Max.
So you're signing somebody up now?
Yeah, I just finished it. He was someone that I was sure was going to sign up, and I would call this one about as textbook as you make them. I'm pretty excited to have him on my team.
Mm-hmm.
But when he was, he wasn't hesitating, but it just took him a bit to kind of like let everything sink in and figure out really what was going to be happening. And it was interesting. I used on our text messages back and forth exactly the same strategy that we use here of just continuing the conversation, ending with a question, giving him a reason to text me something back, even if it was, "What did you do for this weekend?" I wrote back to him, I was like, "Sure, what you want my business this week?" Because it has just exploded, which is true, it has exploded. Thank you to all of your help. And he texted me this morning and said, "Okay, this is it."
So tell me about your exploding business.
Yeah, so one of the people that I enrolled from LinkedIn, again, I literally followed the script. I just went right down your script book for, it was an unhappy network marketer, and she came over, and within the first 2 days, she brain advanced, and one of the people that she brought on within 24 hours, she brain advanced, and they both are just calling me out of the blue this week. I'm enrolling somebody else, and I don't need me to do. We've got it all figured out, and the original one I enrolled, she's about to rank advance again, which is also really great for me. But I mean, I can't even keep track. I don't even know who's. It's like, so I think we just brought in like 9 or 10. I was counting up with my husband last night. 9 or 10 people they just brought into the organization within 10 days, and which is more people than I can keep up with. I mean, they're fine. Everything is all set up for them. There's nothing for me to do but to just be here as a support and show them. I've shared with them the scripts, what I do. I've been on the phone if they've needed me to, but it's just it's the first time since I've been in this business that I understand what's happening with network marketing. Like you can't grow the business if you don't have people growing under you. And if you don't have a way to reach out to people who are business builders, then you're just going to be like a hamster on a hamster wheel, just enrolling people over and over. When I'm approaching people on LinkedIn, you see, I don't talk to them about the products until we've already discovered that they want to talk about the business. That's just a whole different way to do the business. This is doing the business. This is it.
You've been, you went to my boot camp, you got my course. How did working with me one-on-one help you?
A few things. I mean, one, it helped everything go a lot faster. You and I were able to get through, what it would have probably taken me a month to go through just on my own through the boot camp. So that's one thing. But mostly, it helps you with the confidence, just practicing it through with you, sitting with you, watching you go through my account, talking to, helping me type out these messages, helping me figure out exactly the wording. Because now I have it in my account, so I can go through, and I do this all the time. I copy and paste a message, when there's something that's very similar or something I can use. I know what I'm doing now. Could somebody figure this out on their own by just reading through? Sure, it would take time, and that's okay. Like, if you've got time, I didn't have time. I've got the fire under me. I've got a reason for building this and building this business fast. Some of you, if you're out there just kind of doing this part-time as something you enjoy, then maybe you do have time. But this is, keeping me from going back into a traditional job, and we have 3 children, and we want them to go to private school. So we have a reason for working this really hard and wanting it to be incredibly successful and fast. And that's what you get from working with you, and just a lot of the hand holding. I needed that in the first few weeks. This is a brand. It's not new to talk to people, but it's just a new way. When for the last 8 months I was taught by my upline, a certain way, and I was basically vomiting information on people. And those of you out there who are doing that, you know how well that works. It doesn't. And so yeah, you just need a little bit of time. And there have been a few times where Max has had to go into my account and, oh, what did you write, Zara? And that's okay. And so that's what is great for of having that private session, is that he can go through and really help you take a step back and breathe and figure out the right way to talk to somebody.
So, I mean, you're sitting here with confidence because you know exactly how this is going to play out.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the next answer. Thank you. You've made this so fun. And I say this to people a lot of my team when they ask why I use LinkedIn. You know, my time is so precious and I have very specific chunks of time that I can use to work on the business. You know, it's mostly during my baby's nap time. And so I have to really stay focused and I have to be able to use my time so productively. And this gives me that chance to be proactive. You know, now I can reach out to as many people as I want. I can ask the question, you know, I can have all of these conversations. It's just the way it would be if I were at a cocktail party. You have a conversation, if it's not going anywhere, you just say, okay, thanks, enjoy your evening, you just walk on and that's it. And so I'm not wasting my time, their time. You know, I can have, you know, 10 to 15 of them at a time going on every day, you know, just, or if I'm in the carpool line picking up my older kids, you know, I can quickly send a quick note back and keep the conversation going. So you've just made it so I can use my time wisely and only, you know, I'm just talking to the people where it makes sense to talk to them. And I don't waste that your time. Anyway.
Now,
Yeah.
when did you get started in your business? Was that October, November?
When I started with Isogenic Foods, this has been almost a year, this April. So let's call it a year. And then I started with you in January.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm learning the business. I'm brand new in network marketing. I'm just 1 year in it. So I'm not disappointed for where I am, but wow, this is so much better. And if somebody had showed me this, if I had learned your way from day one, why don't I'm not gonna look back and imagine where I would have been, but I'm getting there now. So
You know, she ended up doing more business after working with me than she did in the previous 8 months. It's all about qualifying, talking to the right people. Now, tonight at 9 o'clock, we're going to be introducing some new things, new ways to connect with the right people. But I want to remind all of you, let me come back over here. Now I'm celebrating my 28-year anniversary in network marketing, and the 18th was actually the day that I got in. Tonight at 9 o'clock for immediate enrollments, we're going to point out 10 specific groups of professionals that would naturally be interested in your business. Our 3-day top earner retreat is going to take place this Saturday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You go to maxsteingart.com/retreat, use the promo code special deal in lowercase, okay? And it'll drop the price to $197 or 2 payments of $145. In the retreat, you're going to get our top earners 90-day game plan, how network marketers catch whales. And the folks that participated in retreat a year ago signed up 41 customers, 1 business builder. We're going to show you how this business works. And that's what it's all about. At the end of the day, it all comes down to knowing who you want to talk to. If you know who you want to talk to, it's easier to find them on LinkedIn than any other social network out there. Sales is a numbers game. If you're talking to 10 people a day, 50 people a week, you should be able to close 2. All right. I will be back, like I said, tonight. Our last session of boot camp is tomorrow night. Now we have open let me back up here. Now I have closed reservations for the August boot camp. And so when you go to maxsteingart.com retreat, what you're going to see is the fall retreat. So when you register for the retreat, you're actually going to be registering for the fall retreat, which is going to take place in October. But if you register, we will give you access to the summer retreat. So you're basically getting 2 retreats, and they will be different. All right. Until next time, best of luck in building your business, folks, and God bless. There is nothing, absolutely nothing to prevent you from going to the top of your business. Did you say not to use verification? No, it's not what I said. LinkedIn is starting a process to enable people to verify your profile. Personally, I think it's a good idea. We're going to see more of that moving forward because so many people are creating bogus profiles. All right. Talk to all of you next time.